You don't need a finance degree to be financially literate. You don't need a fancy job title either. You need tiny habits, the kind that take minutes but save you years. Today I'm giving you 9 tiny habits you can start this week, and most of them take less than 5 minutes. Let's start with the one that changes how you spend money forever. Most people think they earn X amount of dollars per year. No, you earn X dollars per year minus life. Because the paycheck is not the full story. Here's how you calculate your true hourly rate. Take my example. In my 20s, my first proper job was at a Big Four firm as an associate. And if you know anything about Big Four life, you can probably imagine how much I was earning. Let's be generous and say it was US equivalent of $55,000 a year. On paper, that sounds somewhat decent. I was working 40-hour weeks and I took about 4 weeks off a year, so it's 1,920 paid hours a year. That makes my hourly rate look like $28.65 an hour. Sounds respectable, right? But then real life showed up. My commute was about 25 minutes each way. That's almost 50 minutes a day. Add getting ready in the morning, let's keep it conservative and call it 10 minutes. So roughly 1 extra unpaid hour per work day. Over a year, 240 extra hours. Now my real annual work time becomes 2,160 hours, and then taxes. Let's keep this simple. If my take home was roughly 75%, that's $41,250 in my pocket, which means my true hourly rate was $19.10 an hour. So that almost $29 an hour Big Four job, it was actually $19 an hour. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. That quick $200 dinner everyone shrugs at, that wasn't $200, that was over 10 hours of my life. The smartest people don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, is this worth 10 hours of my life? So here's a fast framework. Calculate your take-home pay. Count your paid hours, add commute plus unpaid time, divide take-home by total hours. Price purchases in hours, not dollars. If you do nothing else from this video, do this one because it permanently rewires how you spend money. If your savings depend on motivation, you won't save because motivation disappears the moment you open Amazon. Set up an automatic transfer the same day you get paid, even if it's tiny. 10% is a strong start, 15 to 20% is a different league. Make it automatic so you never have to be good, you just become consistent by default. Once a month, same day, you sit down for 10 minutes. Not to judge yourself, to audit yourself. Split expenses into 3 buckets: needs, wants, wealth building, savings, investing, debt payoffs. Use the 50-30-20 rule as a baseline. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% goals. If your needs are high, that is rent, kids, big city life, fine. But don't let needs quietly eat your future. Your goal is simple. Find one line item to tighten next month. One small correction monthly is equal to a completely different life in a year. Here's a rule that makes money simple. Everything you spend on is either an asset, puts money in your pocket over time, or a liability, takes money out of your pocket over time. A car, mostly a liability. A loan, liability. A subscription you forgot about, liability with a mask on. An index fund, asset. A rental property, asset. A skill that increases income, asset. Before a purchase, ask, does this pay me or does this charge me? That question alone destroys impulse spending. People track weight like myself, and this is not about me, so let's get back to the video. So people track weight, they track steps, they track followers, but not the one number that decides their options: net worth. Net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. Do it quarterly, not monthly. Monthly can mess with your head, especially if investments swing. Quarterly gives you the trend, and trends change behavior. And when you see the number move, you start playing the game properly. This might be the most underrated money move because it sounds boring. Pick one bill every quarter: internet, phone, insurance, subscriptions, bank fees. Call and say, I'm reviewing my budget. I like the service, but the price doesn't work anymore. What can you do? Most companies would rather discount you than lose you. One successful call can save you $10 to $30 per month, and that sounds small until it becomes automatic investing money. Your best asset is not your portfolio, it's your earning power. A small income increase changes everything. More savings, less stress, faster compounding, more options. So once a quarter, ask, what skill would make me 10% more valuable? Then learn it. Negotiation, a certification, a tool, communication, sales, analytics. You can lose money in the market. You don't lose a skill. People keep delaying investing because they want to do it properly. That is a trap. Compounding does not care about your ego. Start small, $50, $100, whatever. The habit matters more than the amount in the beginning. Low cost index funds, buy, hold, repeat. And no, you don't need to time the market, you need to enter the market. The best time to start was years ago. Second best time is today. If you never celebrate the progress, this becomes punishment. So set milestones. First $1,000 saved, first month saving 15%, first debt paid off, first $10,000 invested. Then reward it intentionally, not by wrecking your budget, by marking the win. Because your brain needs feedback. If the journey feels like a grind with no level ups, people stop playing. If you want financial literacy, don't wait for confidence. Build the habits. Let the habits build the confidence. Drop a comment. What is your true hourly rate once you include commute and real life? And if you want, I'll make a follow-up video with a simple calculator format you can copy. I'm Atasham Malik, the accountant gone rogue. See you in the next one.